esa guardia siempre arriba. Y recuerden, estamos aquí para ver una pelea limpia y profesional. Es lo que espero yo, toquen guantes.
So Delgado, a 2016 Olympian for Team Mexico, was on the Mexican national team for quite some time. Flores was also part of that system, but just enough of an age gap in the progression of Delgado where they weren't direct teammates, but Flores was always looking up to him. What does Flores offer up in this matchup, Chris?
You know, he's got that amateur background. He's long, he's tall, he's got some good pop, obviously has the boxing skills. He's mean when he's on, but until then, he can be outboxed.
That fight was on the undercard of Oscar Valdez, Liam Wilson, the main event. Valdez just a couple seats down to the right of us as he's on the international broadcast. Delgado's got a lot of respect for Flores. Told us yesterday he thinks he's a good boxer. Says he knows this is not going to be an easy fight.
Are starting to approach the power of the welterweights. I think once you hit 140 and up, things change when it comes to power and speed.
At 2016 Olympic Games for Delgado, he lost to Carmine Tomasoni, fighter we've seen before in the pro ranks. He was the first active pro. Conceição.
Doesn't want to get in big exchanges with the puncher, Delgado.
Delgado probing with that jab to the body.
Respeten la campana.
Junior welterweights in action here is.
This is boxing, man. You got to be shirtless in front of millions of people punching another guy in the face. Yeah, you better have it.
Oh, in round number 1, Delgado had an 8-4 connect advantage. This is scheduled for 10 rounds among these 140 pounders. Of course, you just saw the spotlight fighter of the evening coming up in our main event. That is Venado Lopez.
You can see Flores, he's got a very educated lead hand. He's using it very well.
Looping right hand from Flores.
You see that power of Delgado punching right through the guard.
3-punch combination, doubling up the jab to get into range from Flores before he sends the right hand to the body.
Carlos Sanchez did really well against Delgado in his last fight. He let sleeping dogs lie. He won rounds, did it on his own way, wasn't engaging as much with Delgado. Delgado, one of those guys, he doesn't necessarily mind falling behind. He believes in his power. He believes in his chin.
Where he overcame 3 knockdowns, of course, ended up getting a TKO win himself there, but 6 times he's been knocked down and he's got a 26-0-1 record.
Yeah, I like what he was saying in the fighter meeting too. It's like he needs to get woken up sometimes. He gets up and he feels better.
Flores and Delgado, end of 2. Juarez, Mexico. He said 15 years in the game, 15 years in boxing. He says it'll all be reflected their future, and that is the case here when you get 2 undefeateds in action. See the connect percentage tonight compared to his previous fights for Flores.
Cornered, he said, look, I want him to stay busy, throw more combinations, because these are some close rounds, and when he's coming in like that, catch him with the uppercut.
When he has a tendency to be too comfortable.
Oh, he catches him coming in.
Right on cue.
Flores was coming in, and Delgado timed it perfectly to score the knockdown.
6, 7, 8. ¿Todo bien?
So a knockdown scored in round number 3. We just had the conversation, Chris, about how many times Flores has been knocked down. That's now the 7th time in his career.
Yeah, this one didn't look too hurt. Got up right away. It was a bit of a clubbing shot, but also Delgado doing exactly what his corner wanted to do. Needed him to step up. Well, there you go.
As Flores went down, and he comes with a sweeping wide right hand against Delgado.
Yeah, that was a good attempt there. Off the shoulder of Delgado, didn't land.
I always find it interesting to see how fighters react after scoring a knockdown.
Yeah, Delgado, I mean, right back to work. He's confident in his power. I said that earlier tonight. You know, now he knows he can affect his opponent. That's a big confidence boost. Very efficient footwork from Delgado
Respeten la
here.
campana. Suéltalo, suéltalo.
From the outside, here's that shot. Boom. Yeah, it's a bit of a cuffing shot, side of the head. See a better angle here. Boom. Yeah, that's one of those balanced shots. It cricks your neck a little bit. Now, again, speaking to the power and the physicality.
Are on the short side in terms of connectivity and output for both men. See the punches last round, a 6-4 advantage, but it'd be a 10-8 round with the knockdown score.
Flores with a really good overhand right that catches Delgado as he's moving out to his left.
Nice way to respond to open up the round after being down.
Absolutely. He's got to get that respect back, and he's coming for it now.
Yeah, pressing the action just a bit. Comes over the top with that right hand again.
Fernando Diaz was animated. He says, all right, now we have a fight. He's woken up. I want him to use the jab and box to set up his combinations.
Listen, we set this thing up in the second round. We had the conversation about how many times was knocked down.
Oh, and back comes Delgado with his own chopping right hand on the inside. But you can see Flores is getting much more active here.
Next Saturday night, we're going to be in Quebec City. You see the fight right there, 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. It is going to be a super middleweight war. Christian Mbili, Sergey Derevchenko. Mbili is the fast-rising contender at 168 pounds, who's a pure aggressive power puncher. Derevchenko, as you know, has been in with everybody, and last year against Munguia, many feel was the fight of the year. We expect fireworks next week in Quebec City.
Tez, I'm sensing a change in momentum here. I'm seeing Delgado look stressed for the first time tonight. Flores is really coming on here, putting a ton of pressure, landing right hands, body shots, a lot more active. Stumble of the feet there.
Yeah, it's a very nice bounce back round for Flores.
But this is dangerous. Delgado
right hand comes in. Flores with that wide sweeping right hand lands it.
Beautiful jab to follow up.
What an interesting fight we have early on now. Flores has been down, but he's having a big fourth round.
Oh, another good right hand.
Left hook, sweeping right hand combination. The wide right hands are finding the target, Chris.
Flores is timing Delgado's move to his left. He's moving to the left with the left hand down. Flores sees it and is timing that shot perfectly.
He's coming right into the path of it. And we've got something brewing here in New Mexico. Undefeated junior welterweights going at it.
Lindolfo Delgado, but that was a huge momentum shift for Bryan Flores in that last round. Remember something that Delgado told me this week. He feels he's gotten stale.
More the aggressor since being knocked down.
Stop.
Chris, let's go back and look at that right hand landed in the last round.
Yeah, we're seeing that little dip to the outside and that looping shot. And I mentioned in the last round, Delgado has a tendency to drop that left hand, especially when he moves out to his left. Flores has found a home for that punch and is timing Delgado well.
And you see the power punches in the last round. I will highlight the fact that in total punches in the last round, Flores was 15 of 53.
Yeah, with Robert Garcia Sr. working Virgil Ortiz's corner tonight, his son Robert Jr. in the corner says, look, you can't lean straight back, Lindolfo, and you got to keep that left hand at home and start using your jab and speed.
That was to Chris Algieri's point, right? That left hand as it drops and then you move to your left.
Yeah, and he hasn't made an adjustment because Flores landed 3 or 4 of those.
Three-punch combination from Delgado.
And if you notice, and in terms of ring generalship, look at where these two are fighting. And especially when he's being effective, is moving forward.
It's a step in left hook.
Oh, good, well-timed catch and shoot off that uppercut with the right hand.
Critical fight for each man at this stage of their career. Alongside the former junior welterweight champion, Chris Algieri, in the midst of our co-feature, which turned into a really nice-looking fight.
Flores is using some nice feints and level changes to close the gap
Look at the punches thrown per round early on compared to since the knockdown. Went from throwing 30 punches early on per round to 42.6. His best round was after being knocked down.
I mean,
which has been the case throughout his career.
Exactly, and exactly what his corner said.
Again, 7 times now he's been knocked down, undefeated fighter.
Stop!
Goes right for that right hand again. Delgado standing up to it as they trade in the center of the ring. Now trying to target that body. He's going to get the warning from Robert Velez to get him up just a little bit. That may have been the right hand moments ago. We will monitor that. Now Flores looks to go to the body a little more.
Oh, big left hook there from Delgado. Good
Leads
timing
with the
shot.
left hook. And you can see that blood coming from the nose of Delgado. Flores works his way to the inside, goes to that belt line. Delgado looks to tie up.
Flores surprising me tonight with his physicality on the inside. He's actually been able to bully Delgado at times with activity.
End of 6. Round for the knockdown. We got a fight here, fellas. I mean, Top Rank has plans for Lindolfo Delgado, but Flores got plans for himself. He out-physicaled Delgado in that last round.
And right now, the only plan that matters is serving the fan, and that's happening right in front of us with this attractive co-feature.
Flores getting very creative with that lead hand, was hooking off the jab, blasted Delgado to start the round, and just being very tricky and crafty with his footwork and head movement.
Yeah, gave an angle there again. And you see that right hand.
Yeah, Robert Garcia Jr. says, look, you gave that round away. You cannot allow him to edge these rounds. You have to win them clearly.
Oh, that left hand straight low. Like, that was legit low, not just warning low. It's a lead right hand from Flores. Left hand came low again. Oh, point deduction.
Wow.
I mean, the warning was 10 seconds before that.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
So now he's got at best 2 10-8 rounds if he wins this round.
That was quick for my liking.
Watch.
And
it hits the elbow.
It slid off the elbow.
It slid off the elbow.
Yeah, that's not even a low blow.
The one prior to that was a legit low blow.
In order to make this an even round.
Correct. To make this a 9-9 round,
right,
he needs a good solid round.
Oh. And he's still pressing the action. Still landing some good shots, but Delgado's getting active this round.
And a good offensive attack from Delgado.
You can see Delgado's having some issues with the head movement and the tricky tactical.
Stop. Get back.
Oh, left uppercut from Delgado.
Nice, pretty eye-catching shot there. Big round for Delgado with the deduction and a good get-back round.
He's going to be banking 2 10-8 rounds in this fight.
Stop.
Tradition-rich city of boxing history, and tonight they get their hometown guy contending for a title, but it is going to be quite the task coming up in our main event. This is round number 8 of our co-feature, and there is the world champion, the IBF featherweight world champion, Venado Lopez. He's won 13 straight fights, 8 by knockout. He has an utterly outrageous, chaotic, unorthodox style of offensive fighting. So entertaining to watch, and he's coming up in just moments. Remember, a point deduction in the last round and what appeared to be a clear Delgado round. A knockdown scored by Delgado in round 3. So even though many of the middle rounds were banked by Flores, you got the big chunks for Delgado with those 2 10-8s.
Yeah, I think both men are aware of that. You see them drawing a line in the sand here, standing toe-to-toe. Going to see who's going to give. Both guys landing big shots early here in round 8.
Shoulder to shoulder, a little bit of separation, and digging in with a right hand was Delgado, and Flores trying to chase him back now. Flores is quite spirited.
Again, surprised that Flores is able to physically push Delgado around at times.
Suéltalo, suéltalo.
Oh! Little bit of separation got filled with a big left hand from Flores.
And Flores has those tricky shots. He's got it literally punching over his head, and Delgado thinks he's safe.
That's a fun fight, isn't it?
Absolutely. These guys are not having trouble finding each other. Fighting in a phone booth all of round 8 so far. .40 seconds left in this round. This is still very much up for grabs.
Good infighting. Flores trying to get his hands free and work more.
Been very surprised at the lack of body work from Delgado. He's normally a very good body puncher.
Of course, had a point deduction with a low blow. Two spirited Mexican warriors going at it. Lindolfo Delgado, Bryan Flores. Delgado in the red trunks, he scored the knockdown early. Flores came on strong in that last round, landed this left hand, Chris.
Yeah, this is a very tricky shot. You see Lindolfo's not seeing the punch. He drops his head, comes under, and comes over the top with that left hook. Those are those tricky shots that I'm talking about from Flores on the inside.
Bernardo, what can you tell us?
Well, in Delgado's corner, they're saying you're too close. Use your range. You gave that round away. In Flores' corner, they're saying use your lateral movement and close the round strong.
After the 5th round, when he made that rally, brought the money line down. Current's -800 Delgado, +500. Obviously, 2 10-8 rounds there, but Flores is right in this thing.
Good trading jabs there. Hard shots from both men. Oh, good uppercut.
Yeah,
Delgado.
he just created enough room and got that right uppercut in there.
You know, Tess, I'm going to take back what I said about not having a great chin and having a big heart. He does have a good chin. He just tends to get caught early.
That's exactly what it's been. Early in fights, he's hit the canvas, but seemingly unaffected, and then spirited efforts always responding as the alarm bell goes off.
Oh, big shot upstairs from Delgado. Oh, there's that left hook again from Flores. And he makes a little bit of space on the inside.
Short right hand again on the inside. You just get the sense we're going to have a wild 10th and final round. And we will see how it plays out when we return.
I just don't like Robert Velez taking away that point for hitting him on the elbow, man. That changes the fight, and I don't think that Flores deserves that.
That happened in the 7th round, and immediately there was a point deduction. So a 10-8 round bank for Delgado in the 3rd round with the knockdown earned. Then a 10-8 round in the 7th because of the point deduction for the low blow. 10th and final round of what's been... Oh, there it is again! That wide sweeping right hand from Flores, and Delgado fights back immediately, Chris.
You know, Flores was smart to get away from that. Delgado dropped his head again, throws it right over the top. Beautifully landed shot from Flores. In a much needed shot in this round. Oh, big jab.
Flores trying to press forward.
The last 2 rounds, Delgado has stood his ground, and these guys have been fighting in a phone booth. This round, he's getting backed up consistently by Flores.
Good combination there from Delgado's. Flores fights his way off the ropes. Halfway through round 10.
incredible ebbs and flows.
Oh, good right uppercut again. Who wants it more here?
Yeah,
As we come to the final minute, these two gritty, tough Mexican warriors.
Stop! Vamos, tire golpe. Stop!
Be interesting to see which way this goes. Who will close things out here in the 10th round?
Delgado looking up. Looks like he's looking at the clock. Oh, good shot
Short
there.
right hand on the inside.
Once again, when there's that little bit of space between the two, Delgado consistently has been taking that momentum, that moment, to land big shots.
That time he had the left hand up to block the sweeping right hand effort of Flores. They'll hear the clap, and you know they're going to let leather fly. There it is. Who wants it more? Flores thrown on the inside. Oh, lands a left hand. Delgado sweeps with a right. Right to the bell they go. Good stuff between the unbeaten Mexican junior welterweights.
Awesome fight.
Dennis O'Connell scores the bout 95-93 in favor of Delgado. Chris Tellez scores the bout 96-92 in favor of Flores. Zachary Young scores the bout 96-92 for your winner by split decision. And now the new WBO Latino Junior Welterweight Champion, Lindolfo